Somebody might be asking, aside the fact that we are told that it informs decision making, what else does this data do? Data here, data there, data. What is it? It helps us to identify trends and patterns. Now, in a business setting or in a workplace or wherever, a businessman, let's take a very big business now, for example, Dangote. Dangote Manufacturing Company will not just dwell on doing manufacturing products just like that, or saying they want to just manufacture cement, or let's keep manufacturing 1 million bags of cement every now and then. No, they need an analyst to know how to go about production, right? An analyst will have to tell them, oh, okay, so this month, January, it happens that we had over 50 million purchase. People bought 50 million bags of cement. But we do our production, our production limit for every month is round about 45, right? And we had 50 million in January, we had 60 million in February. We were not able to cover up. An analyst will be able to tell them that this thing we have to, which thing will actually help, we need to upscale our production for us to infuse buyers, for us to make buyers buy the cement or what have you that it produces. So they help in identifying patterns. If it happens that January, February, March, April, May, they had over almost close to 100 million bags of cement sold every month, the data analyst will check the trends, check the patterns, and want to know, using even the weather condition and everything, to know why these persons are buying, and how they can actually sell even more and produce more for people. So you see where the point is. Every business needs a data analyst. Every business in whatever sector, even in the healthcare sector. For example, the increased rise in HIV and AIDS. What is happening? They need an analyst to tell the healthcare professionals what is going, what is the uprise. So these things are really very key. Now, aside that, it also helps to forecast. It helps to forecast and plan. We already talked about that. It's more like it's intertwined with trends and patterns. It just helps to forecast. Oh, okay. So if it happens that the first 6 months of the year there was an increase, there was an upscale, it should be that the next 6 months might dwindle because of weather conditions. If it's cement production company, the weather conditions will not make people to build or do renovations in their houses because of rain, because of this. So an analyst actually helps with all these things. It helps to forecast, it helps to plan. Remember in the Bible when what's his name, Joseph had that dream, and when he had that dream, it was like, it was, sorry, not him having the dream, but the king at that time had that dream and was like, I saw this, I saw that, I saw this. Joseph himself was the planner. He was the one that forecasted. Oh, okay, from this dream it means that is the job of an analyst. Funny enough, please, his dream is not an analyst job. Sorry, I'm just trying to say that what he did at that point, trying to give a forecast of, oh, okay, this is what it means, that 7 years time there will be famine, 7 years time there will be this, and how to go about not experiencing famine or droughts at that time of the 7 years of lack is a job of an analyst. Yes. So you, as an analyst, you already know that there are going to be bad times. So most business or all businesses will experience bad times. But the job of an analyst is now to tell, okay, how do we reduce or minimize the effect of these bad times to this company, to this association, to this business, and make us even stay put even in those hard times. I don't know if you get. The job of an analyst is not just to forecast for plenty, but even when there will be drought, because all businesses are going to face drought at some point, right? The job of an analyst is to help plan and make that business stay afloat when issues of drought, of minimal purchase or whatever happens at that season. Yes. So it also enables, it does a lot of things. I think this 4 is okay. Why do we need it? Why do we need it? Data rather. One, a data is used to inform decision making, to give insightful decisions, to know what to do at the end of the day. 2, to identify patterns and trends. 3, to help with forecasting and planning. So if you don't have data, if you don't have information on ground, you cannot forecast, you cannot plan. Using another concept, if you don't have, for example, you have 1,000 naira for a week. Yes, you have 1,000 naira for a week. Now that 1,000 naira and 1,000 naira, which is the currency or the note you have, the money you have at that point in time, and the timeline are information. The timeline here now is 7 days. 7 days is a week. The money you have at hand is 1,000 naira a week and 1,000 naira. Those are information. Now, how you utilize it or how you make use of it is where the decision making comes in. So if you know you have 1,000 naira a week, 200 naira, or maybe you might want to break it. Monday 100 naira, Tuesday 150, like that, just to sustain yourself. I'm using that scenario. The information you have is the timeline and the money you have in this case. Now the decision you tend to make at the end of the day is whether you want to spend the money all at once one day, or you want to break it down and utilize it properly. That is it. All right, so I've said this before now. I said data is divergent. It's not just how would I put it? It doesn't sit in one place. It's everywhere. Everybody makes use of information. Everybody hears, everybody says things. Everybody writes things. Everybody hears things. A lot of things are ongoing. Pictures are flying. That's why if you go on Google now, you want a picture of something or video of something, you just type, give it an information. It will give you back what you need. So because data is divergent, data doesn't sit in one place. Data is in every and in all sectors. It's in the business sector, it's in the healthcare sector, it's even in the military or in the security sector, right? Security sector, the military, the armed forces, blah blah blah. It's even in the presidential villa, because it needs, without the populations, the census they do every now and then, we will not know, or rather even the president, and his people, his entourage, they will not know how to plan for the betterment of the society. Census is an information. knowing how many persons are present or are present in a society, in a given state or country, is an information. So we cannot do without information. Information is what we breathe in and breathe out every single day. Your internet has information. You need something, you go to Google, that is information. So data is more like an interesting, I won't say it's more like, it is an interesting way of life. It's an interesting way we live every now and then. So this is all for today. If you have something to add to what has been said about data, or probably you have questions about what data is and everything you need to know about data, maybe you're confused about a concept I just made mention of, and you want a better understanding, right? Or probably you would want to add something to what I have said, please and please do not hesitate. Do well to drop it in the comment section below, and let's make it interactive. Let's talk about it, let's engage ourselves in it. This is what we are doing, this is what we want to do. I'll see you guys same channel, same place. Remain blessed and be data confident in everything you do. I love you.